Hi there, Taurus. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel. This is Mr. Fire Dragon, and welcome to the channel. This is your reading for the autumn equinox that's coming up on September 23rd and will last until December 22nd when the winter solstice comes on in and takes the turn. This is just going to be for general energies that are coming up over the next 3 months as we journey through the autumn time. Just a few quick notes before we start. This is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Taurus out there. If it does resonate with you, those are your messages. If it does not resonate with you, kick them on out. They belong to another Taurus out there. This is going to mostly correspond with Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus and rising signs, and also all Taurus cross watchers are very welcome to join us here. While you're thinking about it, reach out, tap that subscribe button for me. Let me know that you want to join the Dragon family, and also click that like button, which I call the Dragon Claw, up, and let me know that you enjoyed this content. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This is my little Celtic Druidic calendar that you can see. It's the wheel that shows us, where the seasons and where the festivals, the Celtic festivals, are going with that energy. So we're moving from the time of summer up to Mabon, from Lunasa to Mabon, at the fall equinox. And so the official beginning of fall happens when the sun moves into the sign of Libra. That is what actually triggers that autumn equinox. So that is going to happen on September 23rd at 3:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's when the official start of autumn will commence. So yeah, I also want to throw a shout out there to everybody who has just left words of encouragement, comments, reached out for personal readings. Y'all are amazing, and I'm so glad to connect with each and every one of you. It's really wonderful, and I'm so happy that y'all are enjoying the content and the information. So before we start, I'm going to use 3 of my tuning forks. These are tuned to the 3 planetary frequencies that we will be primarily working with over the autumn. The first being Venus, that's the Libra planet. Then the next one will go into a Scorpio, that's the Pluto fork, and then the planet Jupiter, which is for our Sagittarians. So let's just listen to the tones and feel the vibration for a moment to get aligned and kind of in harmony with these energies. So beautiful. I love these. These resonate really well together too. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by pulling some from the Moonology deck, and we're just going to go in a column. This will be like, from September to October, October to November, November to the winter solstice in December, just to give us an idea of what's coming up for y'all. Alright, so angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with us as we do the autumn equinox session for the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Libra to see how their next 3 months through the autumn is going. Please protect their energy and mine as we do the session, and please bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you. Ooh, so Taurus. Let's see what comes up. Look at that. the new moon in Libra. And actually our new moon in Libra is occurring on September 28th. So whenever you're watching this video, either it hasn't happened yet, or it is about to happen, or it already passed. But yeah, September 28th with our new moon in Libra, that could be a very significant date for you. A new romantic cycle begins, and Libra energy is all about partnership. So Taurus, you and Libra both share a planetary ruler in common, which is Venus. So that is very important for you. I think this is going to be a time when you really renew either a relationship, or a new person comes into your life, or you're healing an existing relationship. Very, very positive energy there. And so then going into Scorpio time, this is very strong. What do you need to release with the waning moon? So you are letting go of some old baggage, some old pain, some old wounds and hurt. Scorpio is a very, very psychologically deep, intense time that gets into some of our more emotional secrets and our hidden life. So it's all about, unearthing anything that's been hiding in the dark for healing, and kind of getting that cathartic energy. So then very positive yet again, when we go into Sagittarius time, you've got the new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. So this is all about new beginnings going forward. I think not Libra, I'm sorry. I want to call you Libra. There's definitely some Libra energy with you right now, Taurus. So if there are Libra people around you, that wouldn't surprise me. But as we go into these, you're very, very in alignment actually with the planetary energies that are coming up through this autumn season, which is beautiful. So let's pull some dragon cards, and we're going to see what comes up and just deepen these messages up. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Let's see, Taurus, you got some power coming through. So on top of your new romantic cycle is the black dragon from Saturn. And Saturn just went direct motion today. So this is very powerful energy. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate and focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself. You have passed a test. Saturn is a very tough teacher, Taurus. And so any energy that comes from that planet, from that resonance, is all about lessons that are for our highest good, but they sure aren't easy to get through. So you've definitely been coming through some very challenging cycles. Over top of what you need to release around the time of Scorpio, we have the black dragon, and that cocoons you so that your divine potential can grow. Meditate, reflect, undergoing metamorphosis, which is absolutely perfect for Scorpio time because it really is about going within, shedding off anything that doesn't work for you anymore, just like the butterfly emerging from the cocoon. And so then going into Sagittarius, on top of that, we have the royal blue and gold dragon, which is a very majestic energy. Strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. So I really believe that as we get into that Sagittarius time, you're feeling a lot better. You've gone through quite a major transformation over the previous 2 months where you're stepping into all of the lessons that you've learned. It's like you've really come through those, and now it's like you can really step into a much more radiant, prosperous, expansive kind of power as we go into that last month of autumn. So let's pull some druidic animal cards as we get into that kind of druidic turning of the seasons. And let's pull a few animal spirits just to keep adding on to this. Oh my goodness. Well, I love to see this. Here comes the honeybee. Funny enough, Aries had this same card in the same position of this time of Libra. And so Taurus, it's the same for you in a way. This is like saying, connect with those you love, connect with your community. Don't try to go it alone, even if you feel like you're all alone, because that Saturnine energy can make you feel like, I don't have anybody, I have to rely totally on myself. But you don't. And this honeybee tells me that it's very important for you to connect with others enjoy life a little bit, really, because this is that beautiful solar energy. It's the honey. It's, you know, the mead that was created from the honey in the Druidic Celtic times. Still very popular there today. You know, so it's kind of that celebratory sweetness of life. You know, go to some harvest festivals. Go to something that kind of like brings that you know, harmony and that abundance feeling of the harvest out. And so then in the middle, letting things go. What a powerful card, the water dragon. There's 4 dragons in this deck that embody the elements. And so you're bringing the water dragon into that time of Scorpio, which is a very deep water sign. So this to me is all about, you know, delving deep below the surface. Reminds me a little bit of Loch Ness. You know, it's that very, very going into the depths of your emotions, not being afraid of the deep, dark parts of the ocean that's within yourself. And then you go from the water dragon to the air dragon. So you brought up 2 dragons out of this whole deck, which is so cool. We're layering up those dragons. Air dragon is all about the intellectual stuff, you know, and this is your own element. So this can also include not just Libra, but Aquarius and Gemini. You may have some of that going on around you. But this really clears up your mental state. It's you know, the air dragon deals as well with lightning and storms and rain and thunder. So it's like, it's really powerful energy. You might have those real flashes of inspiration, those lightning strikes to the psyche that you kind of wake up and go, wow, I never saw it like that before. So I really think that getting into that time of Sagittarius is going to be very strong, very freeing, very liberating. The air element is always very liberating, and freeing your mind and opening your horizons up, Taurus. So let's pull some tarot and see what this has to say on top of these. Yeah, this is a big change of energy because you're going from feeling kind of trapped inside of your own mind a lot of the time here, Taurus. You know, you might have a lot of worry, you might feel kind of stuck, you might feel like the energy has really stalled out. I know a lot of people have felt that way, especially over the last 5 months, but we are going into a much more freeing time. And this is really about freeing yourself because, as you can see, you know, there she is, she's tied, but the swords are right behind her. She could back herself right up against those swords and, you know, cut those ties and get away. And it's really just also that blindfold really tells me that that keeps you from seeing, you know, clearly, because you're trapped in the mind and so you can't see things clearly. So let that go. That's a very important thing. And then as you step into that Scorpio time, it really does change quite a bit. You start to feel more abundant, more solid, more grounded, more stable, and then you trade that blindfold in for that little falcon on the shoulder that can see very far in the future, which is beautiful. It's like you go from having a time of really struggling with that future vision to a time when you have a lot of power of future vision. And so then getting again into that Sagittarius time, there comes that Page of Cups. This is new emotional beginnings, new emotional rebirth. Sometimes this can even signal love coming in, somebody apologizing for something that hurt you, etc. It's a really positive little card there with that Page of Cups. It's a beautiful, kind of innocent, you know, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, you know, water sign kind of energy. So let's do a little clarification on these 3 and just see what comes up over top of them. Yes. Ooh, so yes, Taurus, you are definitely, you're going out of a time. This is Capricorn energy. This is the Devil card. This is all about being conditioned. Look at that. I mean, it's like you're tied, you're tied. There's definitely that symbology here. And this is letting go of anything that's been like a bad habit. If you've struggled with any kind of addictions, no matter what it is, addiction to thinking too much, addiction to worry, addiction to substances, addiction to whatever it is that isn't good for you, this is passing away. This is like you're coming to a recognition that's like, oh my goodness, I have got to drop some of that. And it just helps you be so much more free. And it's also about, you know, again, there's an emphasis on liberation there. You're going to have to make some choices going into that time of Scorpio. Absolutely. There's going to be things that kind of challenge you, that Two of Swords going over there. And so then as you go into Sagittarius, though, yet again, there it is, the beyond illusion, moving beyond illusion. There's that Judgment card that's calling things out, that's reviving your life. So I believe you're really going towards some great outcomes here, but it is going to certainly take you know, dealing with some stuff, working through your thoughts there. And I think that, you know, once you do that work, and don't go it alone, you know, make sure to reach out to people for help, for support, whatever it is that you need to get through this, because you're not meant to go this process totally alone, but you do have a rebirth kind of energy coming up around the time of Scorpio, and then really starting to shine by the time Sagittarius rolls around, before the winter solstice comes. So I'm going to pull one card that's a magical ritual spell card for you that will be a good affirmation to embody this autumn time. Oh, yay! So there it is, the number 4, which to me is a very stabilizing kind of card energy. And this is beauty. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. And so, Taurus, whatever makes you beautiful, whatever makes you attractive, alluring, and you are a very sensual sign, so you do have that sense of aesthetics and what's, you know, feels pleasing and good to you. And that's, to me, always, it's like whenever we're feeling our best, whenever we're happiest, that's always when we feel like we're looking the best on the outside. So this is, to me, always from the outside in, because we're dealing with a lot of Venus energy, but then also with that Scorpio energy. So it's like, as within, so without. And there is a little book that comes with this deck that I absolutely love. It has little rituals and small spells that you can do. So if you're into that, just check my description box below. Send me a text message and just say, this is for the Taurus autumn equinox reading, and I would like the ritual for beauty. And I will send you a snapshot of that ritual so that you can have that to do for your autumn. So thanks so much, Taurus. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.